everybody. Good afternoon. One of these days, we're going to have each one of you come up here one at a time, just so you can experience what a blessing it is. To look out and see the light in everybody's faces that's here in attendance. And for all of you that are online, so glad to have you joining us today here at the Center for Spiritual Living at Antelope Valley. Yay! We're here to honor the God that is expressing uniquely as you and does so in everybody, and knowing that every single person has an inner guide to show them their way home to their own divinity and loving expression. So, yay! And thank you for, well, they're not up here yet, but I heard them practicing earlier, our singers, and we'll be able to express more gratitude to them later. And to the gentlemen that are on our audio-visual team today, Frank and Bruce. Oh, yeah, and I am the practitioner of the day. My name is Renee Cornwell. Yay! Big hand, big hand. Okay, so now, just to get you informed to all the stuff that's going on here at the center, I'm going to invite Esperanza Ramos up for the announcements. And she just stepped off the board, but she was one of our top two ex-board presidents now of Jane and Bruce and our top three ex-presidents, Jane, Bruce, Espy, and myself. Oh, top four. Okay, well, we'll just stop there. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Renee. Wait a minute, let's bring it down to the average person, which is only 5 feet tall. No.
Are you saying I'm not average?
You're above average. So as Renee said, my name is Esperanza Ramos. I'm a practitioner here and part of the ecclesiastical team with Renee and Reverend Jessica Fish. I'm really happy to be here. Before I read all the announcements, I just wanted to say, I know some of you were aware that, I had a little health thing going on. And I just want to thank all of you, because I know that you are all praying for me and sending me, energy and good wishes and all that good stuff that comes along with loving each other. And so I'm really grateful for that. And here I am to witness how good prayer is, and how good God is. And so I'm just really excited to be back. And, for all of those who might be watching online and say, I don't want to get up and go down there. I'm just going to watch on TV, I'm going to watch on YouTube or on Facebook or something. That's wonderful. It's a wonderful way to get the message. And I did that too. But I'll tell you, man, there is something about being here, There is something about being here in this beautiful energy, and, you just share it with each other. You share the love. I mean, you can do some of that on Facebook and with, watching it and stuff like that, because you can hear the excitement. But for me, oh my gosh, maybe it's because I'm an extrovert too, I don't know, because I just get, that beautiful, loving energy from each and every one of you when I see you. I see it in your face, I see it in your eyes, you look at me, you smile, and I could just see that divinity, and it just feeds my soul. So I invite anyone who hasn't been here recently to just come on down, come to next Sunday service and let's all hang out together. I know today or yesterday was the 15th? Today's the 15th, the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month. So it goes from the 15th to the 15th of October, and I know that Joanne and Stephen are, offering up some potlucks and some other stuff that we'll be seeing throughout the month. So just enjoy and partake, and if you'd like to, help them out, just let them know so you can bring stuff. Okay, I think I'm done. You want me to keep chatting? I can keep chatting. No, I've never done. So I'm going to read the announcements, okay. Yoga classes that meet on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. with Miss Dina Efferson Williams. They will strengthen your mind and body with her classes. Don't miss a chance to improve your health and your life with yoga. A $20 love donation is gratefully accepted. So current events, our Desert Montessori Academy air conditioner is, we put an air conditioner up there. I think Renee or somebody mentioned it last week, that we were able to raise enough money to pay for the air conditioner. And the person who actually did it said, you can pay me later, So he bought the equipment and everything that he needed to put the air conditioner up. And it's just such a testament to, sometimes we walk around thinking that we don't have enough. And the idea that we were able to raise that money, I just want to thank you all for that prosperity consciousness, that amazing energy that is constantly going through us. And we push, past the limitations and we make things happen. And so we're still trying to raise the last $2,000 to pay the gentleman who did the work and stuff like that. So if you're kind, you're thinking, and I still got some more to give because we know that we cannot outgive God, just throw it in the basket with a little note saying that it's for the air conditioner, and we would definitely appreciate it. So next we have Stacy's New Moon Sound Bath, which is Tuesdays. Full moon. Okay, this one says new moon, so we'll say full moon. It's Tuesday, September 17th. I just want to make sure I have it right. Experience this immersive meditation experience for only a $20 love donation. Sonically connect to the moon and enjoy the amazing sound of the crystal singing bowls. I've been reading all kinds of cool stuff about the sound bath and the eclipse and a number of things that are coming up, so stay tuned for all of that. Also on Tuesday, September 17th from 6 to 7:30, the monthly men's group meets. It is facilitated by our core council president, Frank Williams. It meets every third Tuesday of the month. The purpose of this group is to provide a safe and confidential space for men to gather and share their experience, fellowship, strength, and wisdom with peers. Reverend Jessica Fish has a Zoom bereavement support group that meets on the fourth Saturday of every month. The next meeting is September 28th from 1 to 3 p.m. If you're grieving or know someone who is, please let them know about this beautiful group. It meets only on Zoom. The link information is on our website or on one of the brochures in the back. You can look at the bulletin to get that information. Our new Authentically Me Women's Group meets on Sunday, September 29th at 3 p.m. Yes? Discover the fun that awaits you. Join this group. It is a safe space for you to heal, recover, regroup, recharge, and be seen. It meets once a month on the fourth Sunday. Every moment is designed to bring joy and laughter into your life. I love that. Spread the word. We're still looking for sponsors. We have some, and vendors. We have some spaces available for the Healing Arts and Music Festival that's coming up here on October 5th. I hope all of you are planning to attend. If you know anyone, let them know that they can still sign up to be a vendor or a sponsor, or you can just come and have some fun. We're also looking for some volunteers to do some CSL stuff here, so if anybody's interested in volunteering, let us know. Yes, it's going to be fun. I mean, yeah, it's going to be so much fun. We have some great musicians lined up. We have some great healers lined up. And, I know that whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it. All right. So we have a Spanish language study group that meets the first Wednesday of every month from 6 to 7:30. And the next meeting is October 2nd. This group is facilitated by yours truly. So el grupo de estudio en español se reúne el primer miércoles de cada mes. Vengan a compartir, aprender y explorar la ciencia de la mente y cómo aplicarlo para más felicidad y abundancia en su vida. El próximo grupo será el 2 de octubre de 6 a 7:30 de la tarde. Los invito y que inviten sus amigos. Aquí los espero. Yay! Did you know that we have a compassionate care team? Yes, okay. If you know of someone in our spiritual community that is having health challenges, in the hospital, or is otherwise in need of support, please contact our compassionate care team, Reverend Jessica Fish or Joan McLaughlin, our practitioner. And they're both on the website as well, their information, and they're also on the brochure in the back. There are so many ways to be of service. One way is sharing food with friends like we do after service in Friendship Hall. So if you're inspired and called to bring something or to be part of that, please contact Joanne Gonzalez. She'll be happy to give you more information. Is anyone here for the first time? Yay, welcome. The ushers have a gift bag for you. There is an information card in there for you to fill out so that we can send you the e-bulletin, and that way you'll always know what's happening here at the center. Please give the card to one of the ushers, or you can give it to me or to Renee. You know, we'll gladly take it from you. We're just grateful that you're here, so let's give them a warm welcome. For those of you who are watching on the service on Facebook, Reverend Jessica offers fellowship after service through Zoom. So the Zoom is also on the website or on the email bulletin if you have that. And you can just log into the Zoom, and then you can join whoever else was on Facebook and, you know, kind of chit-chat about the day. Other ways to keep informed, just go to our website, Center for Spiritual Living, antelopevalley.com. And if you don't like to go to the website and you want information anyway, we have some brochures in the back. Our practitioners offer special prayers at the end of the service. We call them 1-minute miracles. So if anyone is interested in having a prayer for any reason whatsoever, we will be up here in front, and you can just come up and you can ask us. We ask the rest of you who are not interested in getting a prayer today to just kind of leave quietly to allow them some respect and some privacy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Hi. We have our congregational song today. This first one is called Your Prayer is My Prayer Too by Karen Drucker. So take in the words. We are connected by the heart. Your prayer is my prayer too. Sing with us, hum along, whatever feels comfortable. Take a deep breath in. We get to feel the presence of this moment. The oneness, the love.
We are connected by the heart. Where do you end and where do I start? Anything you pray for, if fear is in your way, I am here to listen to anything you need to say. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. I hear the worries that are in your way. There's nothing I can do to take your pain away, but I'll help you reconnect with that voice that's deep inside. Let angels wrap you in their love, and let spirit be your guide. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer. 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 Your prayer is my prayer too.
They deserve a lot more than that. Come on. That was beautiful. Thank you, ladies. And just a little addition to the announcements, I want to let the gentlemen out there know that we'll be here for the men's group that will be meeting in the office, because Stacy will be setting up and having her full moon sound bath here in the sanctuary. Well, now comes the time for the lighting of the flames of faith. Yay! Yay! We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings, come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thoughts, experience that we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them here at the center. As we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. Thank you very much, Miriam. So for today's reading, I chose it as being in alignment with, like SB said, it's our kickoff to prosperity consciousness. And to me, opening up to that flow of prosperity to me is an effect of opening to that flow of life, which is the flow of God, Spirit, that is always giving and is always available. And the more we open up to that flow of life, that energy of God, the more abundant we are in all aspects of our life, not just finances, but love, opportunities, experiences. And I guess that's a good opportunity to say that. And it's never too late or too early to say that for those of you that are watching us online, you can donate by going into the comments section of the Facebook page or YouTube, and in the comment section you'll find a button to donate, and that'll be yours to use throughout the service and throughout the month, throughout the year, throughout your life. Because God can't give too much, right? God is infinite, so it's our good pleasure to accept God's abundance and express it through us. All right, so if you'd like to close your eyes and take these words in, I'll move into the invocation after the reading. This comes from Ernest Holmes, and it's chapter 17, Mental Equivalence. If we know. If we know that the power with which we are dealing is principle and not personality, if we know and believe that mind is the only actor, cause, effect, substance, intelligence, truth, and power that there is, if we have a real embodiment, then we can demonstrate. If we lack, if we are poor, if we are without friends, if we are without opportunity, we should be sure to erase from our consciousness any sense of lack. We erase thought from consciousness by pouring in an opposite thought. This thought meets the other and neutralizes its effect. It rubs it out just as we rub a chalk mark off a board. We must maintain a consistent, positive, aggressive mental attitude in the truth. And in acknowledging this truth, that there is one power, one mind, one body, which is the body of expression that God flows its life through. And this life is infinite. It is always moving. It is always changing form. It is always creating anew in every moment. So in knowing this truth of the divine, there is opportunity for each one of us to change our consciousness into a greater expression of this abundant life. And it is this very abundant life that has inspired each one of us to be here today, to acknowledge, embody, and express this truth. For that is the blessing that calls us here together today. Each one of us is that divine blessing. And we multiply that blessing by opening our consciousness to this truth, embodying it, living it, sharing it, and blessing each other. And it just grows and grows and multiplies and multiplies. And so it is an opportunity for me to really say thank you to everybody that is tuning in here with us today. Whether you're here in person or online, you're part of this dynamic flow of the divine. You are the blessing. And I say thank you. And on behalf of everybody here, I give thanks. And I release these words, knowing that they are acted upon and multiplied by your presence here. And together we ground these words with the words that we share, and so it is. Yay. We get more music. Yay. I love that, the way you were playing the tambourine. It reminded me of a sound that's far off in my distant memory. It kind of sounded like rain. I loved it.
Fifth Sunday. Stacy's microphone.
I wonder if the batteries might be going dead. I Am Loved by Karen Drucker.
You are seen, you are heard, you are loved for who you are. You are enough, you are complete. Know it. You are loved. You are seen, you are heard, you are loved for who you are. You are enough, you are complete. You
I am complete.
I am complete. I am loved. I am loved.
I am loved.
I am loved. I am seen.
Yep.
I am loved.
I am heard.
I am loved.
I am safe.
I am loved. This is our turn. We own this
I
part.
am-
Sing with me. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved.
Thank you.
Very good.
Oh, boy. Sure am loving that. Thank you very much, ladies. You're welcome. So today's theme is accepting others' power. And, oh, I just had to look it up. The theme for the month is embodying your power, something like that. Where is it? Oh, boy, it went away. Okay. Recognizing your power. So that's good for the month, because we can really all work on that a lot. And it's really the foundation of the work that we need to do if we're going to accept others' power. And where I went with this, where I was inspired to go, is that we have to love ourselves unconditionally from that place of that divine presence within ourselves. Because we can only give what we already have. And so if we're not really loving ourselves, accepting ourselves, then what have we got to offer our brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, cousins and uncles, and everybody else, and anybody that we encounter? And so it brings me to a reading from one of my most favorite books. It's called I Am the Door. And this really was appropriate reminder and perhaps touchstone for us to hold in our consciousness. And it's titled, Not Fixing Others. It is a chuckler, isn't it? Anybody want to fix anybody else? You know, it'd be so much easier if we could just fix everybody else than fix us, because sometimes it's a lot easier to see where others are acting out of their non-godness than to look at ourselves. If you want to be kind to others, you need to accept them the way they are and stop trying to judge, analyze, interpret, or change their lives. When you try to fix others or give them advice, you're trespassing against them. When you trust others to find their own answers, you treat them as spiritual equals. You offer them respect and freedom. You trust the truth within them to light their way. That is love in action. That is the kind of unconditional love you must offer one another. And then again, before you can offer it to another, you have to offer it to yourself. Now, when I look at experiences that we may have in our lives that don't seem to be the best experience we want to be having, it reminds me of God's love. And God's love is law. We're taught that throughout science of mind. Right there in the middle of our symbol is the law. And the law gives us unconditionally what we put into it. It's got intelligence. It knows how to create what it is reflecting in our consciousness. It's a reflection of our consciousness is what it creates for us. And it's a loving act because by so doing, it can bring up in our lives where we're out of alignment with that love, that God essence, that is the source of our life, that is having its life through us, because God needs us to experience the world. And so by lovingly giving us whatever we're putting out there, there is no judgment. So it's an opportunity for us to look at what we're experiencing without judging ourselves as to what it is. It's an opportunity to look at what our thoughts may be and to not go into shame or fear or guilt and just change it. I mean, every major religion talks about the law of karma. Jesus said, it's done unto you as you believe, the law of cause and effect. So if you can look at your life, look at your consciousness, what you're holding, from that space of divine love within yourself, it is so liberating because you're not judging yourself. You can go to the dark recesses, and I know sometimes it's a fun place, a really fun journey. Those that are laughing have been there, know what it's like to go into those recesses. But we always say, you don't want to resist. You don't want to suppress these buried thoughts that are down there. Because when we can embrace them and bring them to the light of truth, and when I say the light of truth, that's the love of God, that divine love that's not judging where your thoughts may be, what your experience has been. And in that consciousness of unconditional love, you just choose differently. You can see the silliness, and I'm certainly an embodiment many times of silliness, and it helps me to sometimes look at myself and laugh. And I think that's one thing that perhaps is a gift of my journey, when others are in a place that's challenging and having a hard time judging themselves, to bring that silliness to it, because it can change in any moment. And karma, it's done unto you as you believe. It's not a system of punishment. There's nobody sitting there with a chalkboard saying, okay, you did this, so you have to pay for it. So we're going to make sure that your life creates the circumstance where you're punished for anything you did. That's not what it does. What it does is take your thoughts that you're putting into it and just mirroring them back for you in the life that you're creating. And when you change your thoughts, you change your experience, change your thinking, change your life, right? So it's not a system of punishment, it's a loving offering from the universe to let you look at where your consciousness is. Yeah, makes sense? Can we sign up for that? Yeah. Isn't that punishment stuff really kind of silly? Yeah. And I haven't had kids, but I've certainly experienced a lot of people in my life that have had transgressions, that may have acted out unkindly. And I understand that this may be where they're coming from. You know, so much of their programming, which is what they're creating their life from, is stuff that was fed to them when they were young. I mean, it could even be ancestral stuff. I believe that our soul journeys through many lifetimes, and so it can carry with it lessons that are incomplete from past lives, and we just go on and we keep learning and growing and expanding into a greater expression of love and kindness and light. And I know that sometimes as we awaken and have some of these experiences, things come up for us. And the consciousness relegates to this law what we're ready to experience, what we're ready to shift, what we're ready to work through. And so that's always a good thought to bear in mind, that whatever's coming up, I can handle this. And if there's not something here that's kind of telling us what's going on, we can always go deeper, because our mind, our brain, is going to go to shame and guilt and perhaps even judgment. And so we can go down into our heart and ask, what is going on here? What is this about? What is mine to learn here? I had a coworker. Bless you all, actually. Thanks for sneezing so that we can just bless everybody here. Bless you all. And bless all of you at home on Facebook and YouTube. And just think, now this is recorded so we can get blessed over and over again. Okay. I worked in the machine shop for many decades and then went into inspection. And we had a guy come into the shop. He came in on the burr bench. And he had some experience, but he didn't have experience with the type of work he was tasked with. And some of it was very delicate and very fine. And well, before I go into that, I want to say that there's talk about the three aspects of the soul, because this is the soul's journey. And this comes from Magic of the Soul, which is the book that Reverend Patrick was here talking about, and is the book for the class I'm teaching, Journey of the Soul. And he talks about the transpersonal aspects of the soul being power, love, and creation. And when these things are in balance, then we use our power, which is our the top of the emblem. It's the input of intelligence that directs law. It's the masculine aspect of humanity, and it's the creative impulse. And then love, the nurturing, is the feminine aspect. And then when they work together in balance, they create beautifully, beautifully. And so this gentleman was in the shop, and he had a great interest in doing really good work. So he had drive, and he was constantly coming to us, how do I make my job better? How do I do better? And from his desire and drive to do a good job, he did impeccable work, and he would do as much work in one day as some of his coworkers would take 3-4 days to do. And yet, he had such low self-love, such a low self-esteem, he thought he was garbage. And that's not exactly how he put it, but you know, where he just had a very low self-esteem. And so because of his mindset, even though he was such an exceptional person, and he was a big guy, and I always said his heart was as big as he was, but he didn't love himself. And so he was always in fear that he wasn't doing a good enough job, that management was after him, wanted to punish him, because he had this mindset that he was unworthy of anything good. And so in his acting out, he had fear of being at work, even though when he'd show up, he'd do a month's worth of work in a week, and then he'd take off. And then he'd come back and he'd be worried that they're going to fire him, that they don't appreciate him. And so he created the experience of opportunities. I mean, he handed opportunities to management on a silver platter, opportunities to get rid of him, to reinforce in himself through his experience, which is a product of his expression, that he was unworthy of even being there. And it was so far from the truth of what he was doing, but he wasn't in balance with the power and the love in what he was creating. And so along comes another worker there in that environment who had been, and I'm speaking from my own experience, been put onto the night shift. And I was originally told it would be for 2 months, and it wound up being for 2 years. And I was promised, and that's the graveyard shift, and I was promised that when it ended, I would be back on days. And they didn't keep their words. They put me on swing shift. And when I finally got back to day shift, I went and told my supervisor, I'm never working night shift again. And I loved myself enough to stand in my truth, and I was in a position that I could move on if I wanted to. And he said, well, you'll go where we need you. And I looked at him again and I said, I will never work night shift again. That's an absolute. Well, within days, and I was in the machine shop then, the supervisor of inspection came to me and he said, we've got an opening and I want you to put in for it. So I put in for it. I had to take a test, and he comes back to me a week later after the test and he said, holy smokes, you scored higher on that test than anybody ever has. So you've got the job. And I said, great, when can I start? And he said, well, you can start Monday if they'll release you in the shop, you can start Monday. And oh, by the way, the job is on swing shift. And I was like, thanks, but no thanks. What do you mean, no thanks? Well, it'll only be temporary. And I said, no, I'm never working nights again. He said, I'll get back to you. And 2 days later, he came back and he said, I created a new opening for you on day shift. When can you start? And I said, as soon as they'll let me go. So, yay, yeah. So, it just, to me, is just such an opportunity to look at how the different dynamics can work out in your life. So I implore you to spend time in that heart space, to really feel, and that's why I brought the crystal bowl today, because it was it's in the frequency of the heart, and I wanted to really open up a strong heart field in the sanctuary today for you all to feel that. You're welcome. And it's a space that we can go to at any time, and certainly every time we're feeling challenged. And go into that space and feel that unconditional love. And it can bring you so much peace and so much comfort, and let you look at the silliness perhaps of what you've created or what you're experiencing. And you know, we co-create with a lot of other people around us. So you can be that touchstone in each and every environment of unconditional love, and bring that to those that you're doing this dance of life with, whether it's your family, your coworkers, the congregation here, the people you're driving on the freeway with, and I certainly know there's lots of opportunities for unconditional love there. And the grocery store, everywhere you go, just, anytime you're feeling an uptick, an upswell of discomfort, just remind yourself, no, there's a place within me that is loving me right now, no matter what I'm doing, no matter how I'm expressing, that is accepting me and loving me without judgment, just for who I am right now. And so I have another reading for you that I love from this book, and it's called The Fountainhead. And so I'd like to read this and then go into a perhaps short process, and then I'll do a little spiritual mind treatment afterward. So I'll be wrapping up with this reading and this little process. So if you'd like to, close your eyes, take these beautiful words in. The reason that you are looking for love from other people is that you do not realize that love comes only from your own consciousness. It has nothing to do with anyone else. Love comes from your willingness to think loving thoughts, experience loving feelings, and act in trusting, love-inspired ways. If you are willing to do this, your cup will run over. You will constantly have the love that you need, and you will take delight in offering it to others. The fountainhead of love is within your own heart. Don't look to others to provide the love you need. Don't blame others for withholding their love from you. You don't need their love. You need your love. Love is the only gift you can give yourself. Give it to yourself, and the universe resounds with a big yes. Withhold it, and the game of hide and seek continues. There is only one place you can look for love and find it. No one who has ever looked there has been disappointed. So keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on top of your right hand. Focus in this moment on your heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on the heart. Ask it to open up. Invite it to fill you with unconditional love. Feel this unconditional love filling your whole being. imagine it, see, or feel it washing through your brain, your mind, washing away any of the silly thoughts of judgment, of shame, of not enoughness. Cleansing your whole being, filling you with unconditional love, and radiating out into the sanctuary. Invite this unconditional love to always be present in your mind, to offer you an option to any other thoughts that you may have that are not loving, that are not kind. For we are one with the mind of God, and God's thoughts are all loving, kind thoughts. So in knowing that that mind is our mind, our mind is filled with this awareness, and anything else that's not in alignment with God's unconditional love is seen for what it is and released. There's no challenge to it. It's just an acknowledgement of it and a willingness to accept the truth over the lies and the illusions. And so in releasing these words of truth into the law, and with your acceptance of this truth, your consciousness from here forward is changed. And so with great gratitude for your willingness to accept this truth and change your life and live from a more loving and kind consciousness, I release these words, and we ground them together with the words, and so it is. Thank you, everybody. Okay, let's have another song, Stacey.
Oh, good heart opening there. My heart is open. This song is called Love Always Finds a Way. It's by Karen Drucker, Amy Bishop, and Gary Lynn Floyd. And if you feel like standing up and swaying and stuff, embody it. I said if you feel like it, tap your toes, move with the beat.
When you're losing your way, when it's too much to take, when your will is broken, I'm here. I can be your shelter, be your safe place to land. When your heart feels empty, not right now, I'm here, heart is full. Oh, I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us.
love always finds a way. If your future's unknown and the path's overgrown, I will be your I will cradle your soul, so don't fear. I'm gonna cradle your soul. And though you don't have the answers, though you don't have the answers, you may not know where to stand, may not know where to stand. What you need is inside you. Just trust, and you'll know. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us, and love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. I'm your light in the storm. I'm your call to come home. I'm your beacon of hope. You can count on me. You can count on me. Oh, I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us, and love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. I know it's gonna be okay, 'cause love will always, love will always find a way. It's gonna be okay, 'cause love will always find a way. I know it's gonna be okay. Love will always find a way. I know that love will always find a way. Yay, love will always find a way. Thank you.
How perfect. No, you're perfect. No, we're all perfect. How's that? Okay. And we didn't even coordinate that. And that song was just perfect for the talk. Oh my goodness. Only one of us here. Yes, thank you. All right. Well, now is the time for conscious giving. And so we love to receive all your offerings, your tithes, because it keeps the AC on, it keeps our doors open, and keeps us all in community. It gives us a space where we can all come together. Because like Espy was saying, to look at something online is one thing, but to really be together is a whole nother level of this love that we share for each other and honor each other with. What's that? That's right. Okay. So, let's read this together. Today, I give in love and joy from the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed. I am grateful, and so it is. Yay! Thank you, everybody. And the more you give, the more you get. They say it's like a tenfold law. That's why you only have to give 10%, but you get 100% back. I mean, it's somewhere in the Bible. I'll have to look that up for next time, but it's there.
And God is our source.
And God is our source, and God is unlimited.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Renee. The This is another rocker. You might want to stand up for this one. I got my tambourine. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. Woo! God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Oh God, God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy, joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. 'Cause I know God gives me what I need. God knows, God is hope. God is power. Said God is. God gives me what I need. What I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. 'Cause I know God gives me what I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. Everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. Oh God, God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything. God gives me every little thing I need.
My God, you talk about an example of the abundance of God's life and energy flowing. If those two don't embody it, then I'm blind. Oh, and I know somewhere in my words there was, although I didn't say it specifically, I was talking about how the law, the universe, gives us feedback. So thank you for the feedback that we had there when you were starting the song. Just a little reminder. Universe gives us feedback. Okay, come on up. Okay, so with our hands of gratitude extended towards the blessing, and I mean the blessing that you all have given to our center here today, I give thanks and know that this blessing, it's a circular motion. Everything in the world, in the universe, shows us that life is a circular flow. So just as you have given, I acknowledge the blessings that are coming your way. So thank you, and you're welcome. All right, thank you. Let's, wow, how big of a circle can we make today? I think we can make a pretty big circle.
our unique way that Spirit is expressing. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. Welcome home. Welcome home. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power,